Was it strange not having Zdeno Chara out there today, and kind of what did you make of the way practice went with the new partners that you might have?
Yeah, it's really different. It's different not having Z around. Kind of first day, kind of seeing that. It's different. It's different. He's obviously his presence kind of speaks for itself, and not having him there was definitely a little bit different, but it was fun. It was a good skate today. Good compete, and we had 3D going in both colors, so kind of moving around a little bit on any of the 2-on-2s and 3-on-2s and stuff, and playing with different guys. But it was good. It was a good day. It was good compete and good pace. So it was a great first day.
We'll go next to Steve Conroy.
Hey, Charlie, how you doing?
Good. How's it going?
Good. First off, how you seem to be back to 100%? And how long have you been that way?
Sorry, if anybody picked that up.
I'm sorry. Physically, you seem to be 100%. How long have you been that way?
Yeah, no, I feel really good physically. I think I probably started getting there around, let's say, around November. Started feeling good and skating kind of routinely a couple times a week. So it's been good, and I haven't had any issues. So kind of hoping it stays that way.
Thanks.
We'll go next to Dan Roach.
Hey, Charlie. Hope you're doing well. Nice view. Just curious to see what your thoughts are coming into this season as far as with no Z around, just your role, if it changes much on or off the ice, just kind of how you're looking at it, where you are in your career, as obviously you lose a very important guy that's been with you for a long time, but maybe is it your time to maybe step up even more now in this role?
Yeah. I mean, obviously not having him around is going to be different. It's something that I haven't had, any experience with since I've been here. I've played with Z every shift of every game since we've been at it, and that's something that I feel incredibly fortunate to have done, and very lucky, to have shared those experiences and played with him, gotten to know him as a person. Without him, I think, kind of without putting I guess kind of a crazy expectation for myself or some, crazy goals, kind of just keeping it very small and kind of realizing, what I've been doing for the team for a while now. I don't think that really changes very much. So I think I just need to show up every day and just work as hard as I can and improve every day and get better. And that's my goal. And that's what I'm going to try and do. And, around the room, I think it's going to be something, by committee, kind of picking up that leadership roles. And I know I'll do, as much as I can to try and be kind of a, positive presence in the room and someone people can rely on. But we have so many guys who have been here for such a long time, who have such good leadership qualities. So many guys who we all look up to, and I personally look up to, and they'll make sure that we're going in the right direction.
We'll go next to Sophia Yerkstovich.
Thanks, Travis. Hi, Charlie. Just wanted to ask you if you and Z, it's a tough and a tight timeline for him, I'm sure, to move his family over and everything. But if you had a chance to have a conversation on the phone, or if it was just a couple texts, if he left you with any, parting words that you would care to share. Nothing, I'm not asking to go personal, but if you guys had a chance to chat one-on-one after he left, after he made his decision.
Yeah, we did. We touched base, via text after. But I, just a little conversation that we had, and, he's really meant the world to me, and, and I know he knows that, but just kind of getting a chance to kind of talk about some of the stuff that, that we had going and all the things I learned. And then obviously wishing him the best. I know he'll do great things for that team, and they're very lucky to have him.
Go next to Gary Santinello.
Hi, Charlie. I know we keep on the same topic. You know, both you and Brandon got a chance to work with, Z early in your careers. Any particular things you can think that you picked up that you'll be able to help the younger defensemen with as they, kind of acclimate themselves to the league?
I mean, so many things. I think probably the biggest thing that I learned from Z is kind of just the preparation of kind of every single day, how he approaches it. It was so consistent. And I think there's no question that has allowed him to play as long as he has, and not only play, but have success. He shows up every single day, ready to go, ready to work. He never takes a rep off in practice. And then obviously in the games, he's the leader, and he leads by example, with his play. So I think for me as a young guy, it was kind of just, realizing how hard you need to push yourself, every single day. And I mean, I think there's so many things. It's hard. But I know that everything I learned from him, I can use it, kind of pay it forward, I guess, and kind of hopefully help the young guys move along, a lot like he did for me.
That's a pretty high bar he sets, isn't it?
Yeah, incredibly high. I don't think anyone could reach it. He's one of a kind.
Thanks, Charlie.
Go next to Joe Haggerty.
Hey, Charlie, we talk a lot about Z leaving because it was so most recent, and he's the captain for a long time. But Torrey moving along too, so there's some pretty massive changes for your back end. A lot of responsibility and challenges for you guys that are still there. Just one place in particular, obviously the power play with him moving on. How much would you enjoy the chance to maybe fill in that spot on the top power play? Figure prominently in that role now that Torrey's gone.
Yeah, I mean, another guy who incredibly big shoes to fill. He had such great chemistry, and just so many things that I tried to pull from his game. The way that he contributes offensively, he's just so smart, and just his offensive instincts are just incredible. He meant so much to our team. So yeah, going forward, if I do have an opportunity to play in that role, I know that I'll just do everything I can to try and bring success to that unit, like he did. And that's really all I can do, is if given the opportunity to just do the best that I can and grow and try and build some chemistry with those guys.
Thanks, John.
We'll take our last question for Charlie from Jimmy Murphy. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Hey, Charlie, how you doing?
Good. How's it going?
Good, man. Happy New Year. Joe kind of stole my question there, but just, I guess, to further expand on that, one thing you've said in the past and coaches asked you to do is to shoot more and maybe take that opportunity when you have it. Is that something you're focusing more on now?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's something that I think when I came back to the bubble, I was trying to do it more, trying to kind of, it's hard to just kind of flick a switch like that. I feel like I've always been kind of that puck moving guy and a pass first guy, but I'm trying to change that over to when I get an opportunity that I don't even think twice, just shoot it. When the play is there and the pass is there, I'll see it. Just kind of trust your instincts. So yeah, I'm trying to shoot more, and it's something that I worked on in the off season, and really more of a mindset than anything, and looking forward to getting going here and shoot the puck as much as I can.
And then just one more question. I've been watching the World Juniors, and I remember some conversations you and I have had about your experience there and what that meant to you to win at that level and that type of pressure game. How much would you like to finally get to do that in the NHL? And when you watch that, do you draw back on those experiences and try to apply them now?
Yeah, no question. I think that it's such a special experience and such a great opportunity to play in that tournament. All those guys will remember that for the rest of their lives. And, it's something that definitely pulled from kind of that first year for sure, coming in and playing in the playoffs and that kind of pressure situation. And then, the experiences that I've had since then have really helped me grow as well. But yeah, these guys, they're playing really well. I've had fun watching them play, and Hoping they can get a big win tonight.